And now we're going back to Portugal, where Robin is exploring the country's beautiful beaches and finding out why Americans are flocking there not only to vacation, but to live as well, Robin.
Hey, did you know, Michael, that more than 2 million Americans traveled to Portugal for vacation last year, and more than 10,000 live here year-round? I met up with a couple of them to see why they wanted to call Portugal home. From its stunning beaches and vibrant cities to its historic landmarks and natural scenery, Portugal truly offers something for everyone. Each year, millions of travelers from all over the world flock to this coastal gem, with American tourists reaching an all-time high.
There's a lot to do everywhere you go.
People are friendly, the food is amazing, the weather's just gorgeous.
The appeal extends beyond tourism, with the number of Americans moving to Portugal up 239% since 2017. Many citing lower housing costs, affordable health care, and a low crime rate. But the influx of transplants has caused a housing crunch for locals.
Stuff here gets really expensive. The housing gets really expensive.
I'm worried with the future of it.
The immigration boom, partially due to Portugal's tiered visa system, which gives tax incentives to newcomers. The government recently rolling back the program.
I'm hoping that things will kind of calm down and hopefully that will help the locals, because I really do believe in respecting the local community that you're moving into, and that you're not moving here to create a little version of your country. You're here to acclimate into the country that you're moving to.
Financial influencer Delianne Barros, who made her move from San Diego 3 years ago, sharing why she and many others chose Portugal as their new home. Why do you think so many Americans are moving here?
They want a quieter, slower, more peaceful way of life, and Portugal provides all of that within like a 6-hour flight to the U.S., so you're not so isolated from everyone you know, but you're still feel like you're in a little bit of a completely different world.
For Asia Canfield, the decision to relocate her young family from the Bay Area to Lisbon was years in the making.
With 2 children, I can give them a certain quality of life here that I just could not provide them in the U.S. And to give them a better home, I had to leave home and reestablish what home was and where it was. And I had to go pretty far.
She says living here has caused her to reassess her wants versus her needs, a lesson she hopes to teach her daughters.
We're rethinking our relationship with what we buy and how much we buy. So we may not be able to get the things that we're used to getting when we're used to getting them, but we get to reevaluate. Do we have what we need? Do we have a few of the things that we want? There are moments every day that I know I've made the right decision.
Alabama native Bridget Jones moved to the city of Porto a year ago, just a few months after her 50th birthday.
As you approach your latter years, you have to think about cost of living, retirement, health care, and then lastly, safety. I wanted a place that felt comfortable, that felt cozy, that felt like home. And it was just this photo of me being able to sit in this chair, and it was a way that my body just felt relaxed. I knew in that moment that I had found home here.
Bridget admits she had doubts about leaving corporate America.
I had family tell me that you are crazy, you're leaving security, you're leaving a job. At that time, that was the most money I had ever made. So fiscally on paper, it did not make sense. And I would be lying if I did not say when I had moved here, I'm like, girl, what have you done?
Bridget says she embraced her passion for cooking, inspired by her beloved grandmother, who taught her how to make Southern dishes like homemade biscuits.
Cooking was something that we both did together. It's how she showed love to me.
Now she's proud to call herself a successful personal chef and a Portugal resident.
To be over here and to have a huge clientele of people that respect the cuisine, and to be able for me to make a living doing this, I pinch myself every day.
The crew was very happy because she sent them home with her biscuits. There's a secret ingredient we know, but we can't share with you, all right? But it's clear to see why people want to move here. And for people who just want to come visit, the Algarve region in southern Portugal, where I am right now, is one of the most affordable places to visit in all of Europe, and clearly one of the most scenic. Look up there, the top of the cliffs. Can you see up there, guys? You can see people hiking along the famous Seven Hanging Valleys hiking trail. That trail goes, past that famous cave that we've been talking about where we're headed next. And don't believe my crew, I'm not jumping off of that cliff. I left my jumping days behind me in our last adventure in New Zealand. Not happening this time, Michael. Not happening this time.
Well, Robin, if you're not going to jump off the cliff, at least give us the secret to the biscuit recipe. You got to do something for us. But one thing you are going to do, you're going to take us inside the cave coming up, right?
We're headed that way next, and I'm going to take you on an adventure inside that sea cave. It's one of the natural wonders people say is a must-see here in Portugal. So we're going to see it, and so are all of you. That's coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
All right. Thank you so much
And
for that,
I'm not telling
Robin.
you the secret. I'm not telling you the secret. I'm not telling you.
Come on. I need to know the secret to a good biscuit.